Hey, what's up, everybody? This is from Solving Equations, exploring linear functions and talking about solving literal equations, or more specifically, extending equations into solving literal equations. Right here, I have an expression. We should probably know what to do with this one, and I'm just going to 100% stick with the MATHia steps on this one instead of showing you the off things. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and, I should, I suppose, subtract from both sides. So I'm going to subtract this 4 times 2 from both sides. It might, ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna see, I was trying to do a shortcut here. I was trying to actually just do something that would apply over here instead. So I'm going to, first of all, combine like terms. That will bring the numbers together. So first of all, right, 5 plus 3 is 8, and 4 times 2, that's also 8. So I'm gonna combine like terms again, just to bring any numbers together. Well, oh my goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe distribute, rewrite, subtract. We might as well subtract from both sides. It still doesn't like that. The steps for solving this one are being very picky. I would not follow these steps. Combine like terms, no. Distribute, no. Rewrite, no. Okay. Perform the multiplication. That's what they mean in this case by combine like. Ooh, like terms are things that you add together, but 4 times 2 is not an addition problem. It must be a multiplication problem. All right, now let's subtract from both sides. Here I'm going to add what it is that's going to be subtracted, and I want to focus on the side with the r because that's what needs to be isolated. So the 8 does not have an r with it, so I'm going to type 8 in the box, make sure to lock it in with enter. When you do that, and you get the little green arrow, we're going to see some reduction. Actually, 8 minus 8 is 0, and that happens on both sides of the equation to make 0 equals 4r. Last step, let's divide both sides by 4, but really that's a moot point at this moment because if 4 times a number is 0, then the number has to be 0. That's actually called the zero product property. We'll use that later on in this class and in Algebra 2 and in pre-calc trig and later on however far you go in mathematics, knowing that if you multiply two things and the answer is 0, that's a problem. Now let's go over to this one. In this one, I want to still solve for x. We have some, oh, it's a good question. I love this question. We want to first of all know that we can't combine like terms. V and S are not the same. So instead of combining those like terms, let's just leave them alone. Let's do this next step. Let's actually take xj and xr and factor them. Can I see, right, rewrite fractions, combine like terms, distribute. I'm not sure exactly which one I want to perform because maybe it's distribute, no. I want to say factor. I'm going to say I would factor j away from x, I would factor r away from x, and then that would leave me with a factor x and a factor of j plus r. So one of them says factor. None of them say factor. I'm going to try to divide both sides, and then I'm going to put j plus r. There it is. I'm going to put j plus r in the box underneath. J plus r. Now, the reason that I know that I can do that is because both of the xj and xr have x as their factor. So I want to take that out. And then I'm going to enter to lock it in. What? Why don't you like that? What is wrong with you? I stand by that. I stand by that. It's kind of like hand wavy over don't look over here, don't look over here. But I stand by that. So I don't know. What do they want me to divide by? Divide both sides by, I'm solving for x. Let's back up a little bit. Let's say not that one. The two equations. Oh, I'm ridiculous. I didn't even read. Okay, so to read, what I need to do first is I need to solve the equation for r. For some reason, I got stuck on x, and I stand by what I did for solving for x, but this video is already far too long. So
Krista, you're on mute.
Yep, thank you. You're right. I'm recording this during class. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead of division is I'm going to back up and I'm going to subtract. I don't want to divide by anything. I want to... I could divide by x. So delete, delete, delete. I want to type in x. I want to lock that in. What that's going to do, that's going to isolate the x away from the r and the x away from the j. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the j from the other side. Subtract a j. You know, I did the fatal error. I didn't even read. I didn't even read the question. I just moved forward and I solved for x. Math, why do you keep asking us to find your x? She's gone, dude. Move on. But that's the solution right there. That's what we get if we solve for r. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you for those of you that are in class watching this as well and you're confused like why I'm on mute. Appreciate it.